All right. Good day, everyone. Today we are going to be dealing with color codes in resistor. And what kind of resistor are we talking about? We are talking about fixed resistors. You know, these resistors have some color codes that with these codes we can depict their values, their resistant values without a multimeter. You know, you can use a multimeter to determine the value of a resistor, but with this code you will not need to use a multimeter, because it's not every time you have a multimeter with you that you want to quickly confirm some values in resistor. So today we are going to be helping ourselves in getting to know the values of resistor, color code resistors, or the fixed resistors. Now we can see there's a table here that I've already cut out for us to quickly get it. The codes, the color codes are written here. Now we have the black, brown, red, and so on down to white. Those are the primary colors, which actually make the numbers, the codes that we actually want. Then there are the secondary color as well. We'll be talking about that later in this teaching. So now, for instance, okay, now the color codes, the black is is 0, the brown is 1, and so on and so forth. So you can know this without having a book or a chart like this with you. And then also we have the multiplier. If it is a black and is a multiplier, it's going to be 1. If it's also a brown, it is going to be 10. Now let us give an example of what we are talking about. Talking about multipliers and all of those values here. For instance, we have a resistor with a color code of red. No, it has a color code of red. It has another one, green. Then it has another one, let's call that a, a brown. Then we have the last one, which is always known as the tolerance, or as gold. Now, how do you know the value of a resistor like this? It's very simple. Now, looking at the chart here, we have the first color as red. Now, if you check the red is what? The value of red is what? 2. So we have 2 as red. Then move to the next value, next color, which is green. We have it as what? As 5. You write it down. Then also we have the last primary color. I told you about the primary colors there. So in this particular example that we are looking at now, it has 3 primary colors. The last primary color is brown, and it is always the multiplier. What do I mean? If I say it's a multiplier, for instance, it is a brown. What is the value of brown? It is 1. So that means we are multiplying these first 2 values with a 10. That is, we are adding 1 0. So that makes it what? 2 5 0. So we can now say that the resistant value of a resistor that has red, green, brown, and gold color is known to be what? 250 ohms. Now, what is the essence of this gold? And that's the secondary color we are talking about here. And that is talking about it's a tolerance. What do I mean if it's a tolerance? That is, if it is a gold, it can, so this value can be plus or minus 5%. That is, it can be 5% of this less. That's why we have the minus, and also 5% of this more. That is, it can be 255, and it can as well be 245. I think that is taken for this example. Now let's go to another example where we are going to be engaging this secondary color as our multiplier. Now look at this example. We have another resistor. It has white. I have another one, yellow. We have another one. I hope I'm clear enough. We have another one. You can say this is blue. Then we have gold. Then we have silver. Yes, silver. Now, this is the first one we did is a 4 color band. I mean 4 band, of resistor. Then this one is a 5 band. Now let us explain how this, is going to be gotten. Now this is white. White is what? 9. Then followed by yellow. Yellow is what? From the chart we have it as what? 4. We have what? Blue as what? 6. And this gold, which is a secondary color, is now our multiplier, right? It is the last color before the last secondary color. So definitely the last one is always the tolerance. The last color on the band is always what? The tolerance. While the second to the last is always the multiplier. Now, how do we use this gold as a multiplier? Now, this is what? The gold is what? Is 0 point. So we are multiplying it by what? Is 0.1. And how do you do this? This is over 10. So that means we are dividing this 946 by 10. And when we do that, we are going to be having what? 94.6. So this is the ohm. It is 94.6 ohms. But this time around, we have silver as its tolerance. And that means it is what? Plus or minus 10%. Like I explained the other time, that means it is 10% less. It can be 10% less than this value or 10% more than this value. I think with this, I believe anyone can handle color codes in resistors. You can, with these little examples that we have done, 1 and 2 examples we have done, I believe we should be able to do things like this, as in fixing, knowing the color codes of a resistor. If this content is actually meaningful to you, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel, give us a like button, press the like button and the notification, and then so that you can have more of our videos. Thank you.